Welcome to Day 1 of South by Southwest 2023 with Allen and Heath. In this episode, a man shows us his thumb. We take the bull by the horns. We experience perfect Austin weather. The soothing sounds of South by. And a gorilla handles front of house. First up, let's check in with Callum Johnston and Far Caspian at the British Music Embassy.
Today it was fantastic. D-Live is one of my most favourite desks to work on. It's an absolute pleasure anytime you walk into a venue and the D-Live is sitting there. It is my favourite desk to work on, and it's the most user-friendly I've ever worked with. My first time was a few years ago. Now, I originally learned on analog, and it was an Allen Heath GL. So I've been in the eyes of Allen Heath my whole career. But probably a couple of years ago, where was it? I forget the name of the venue in London, but it was my first time. I rocked up, looked at it, and it's beautiful. So it looks beautiful and it handles beautiful. We're finishing South by this week. We head across to LA for 2 sold out shows, and then we head back home. There's a lot of stuff in the works for Europe, and then there's potential of coming back to America here at the end of the year. Allen Heath at South by Southwest.
Let's check in before the show with the Ishmael Ensemble and the Avantis parked in the ATC Live venue.
I love the deep processing and also the flexibility of the faders. Everything is configurable, and I think it runs it really quickly. I love the sound of the preamps. It's the D-Live preamps, and I love the large screens as well. I think that's a really good thing to have in front of me. I've used SQs, Vantis obviously, all of the D-Lives pretty much. One of my favourites being the C1500, and of course, I began mixing on a Mix Wizard back in the day, 20 years ago, so which was also awesome. We're going on tour in the UK in April. The guys are going off to Mexico without me actually tomorrow, but we're doing a UK festival with some EU dates in Rotterdam and Belgium. Allen Heath at South by Southwest.
So my name's Chris Warren, but everyone calls me Bunny. Yeah, so I tour manage and I'm front of house sound for SEPO. Yeah, so I actually bought an SQ quite recently, and I've been using it for a while because I love the size of it, an SQ5. And the D-Live's obviously the bigger brother, and for me, it's always nervous going onto console that you don't know really well out, but really in and out. For this console, it just felt natural to me. It was almost the same as using an SQ, but with a few actual easier bits. Having a bigger screen was really useful. It just felt familiar from the get-go, and the team here, Jack and all the production team, really helped me out and get my head around it. So yeah, so the screen's obviously amazing. I love the compressors on there and the tube staging. I think tube staging sounds super nice. I love the 16T. That's my go-to compressor, especially doing festivals like this where dialing in attack and release times, you maybe don't have the time to really get intricate with something. I know I can just chuck that on, get some signal compressed, and it's going to sound really nice from the get-go. Yeah, so we're at South by Southwest for the rest of the month, for the rest of the week. We've got one more gig on Sunday, and then after that we return to England. We got a couple of dates in Spain in May, and over the summer we're finishing the album off, so SEPO finishing the album off, and then we go back on tour in the winter, but I can't say when exactly. Allen Heath at South by Southwest.
Thanks to Bunny and Ket and Callum for taking the time to chat with us. Make sure to stay tuned for more recap videos from venues across South by Southwest 2023. And don't forget that there are collections of videos from past South by events on the Allen and Heath YouTube channel, including rig rundowns from artists like Billie Eilish and exclusive behind-the-scenes access. We've enjoyed seeing Allen and Heath consoles in use at the show this year, and tons of awesome acts across every imaginable genre. Stay tuned for more.